Harry starts hearing voices in his head. Someone has written large writing on the wall in what looks like blood. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware. Hey guys! I am Charlotte the Starlet. These are my girls, Angel and Glitter. And look who's back, guys. This is my little baby, Seth. Anyway, today we're going to be reacting to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. Now, since I am a mystery/thriller writer, I don't just react, I review. And the way I do it is simple. If I like something, I add a point starting from the last video's total. And if I don't, I'll take one off. Right, let's jump in. Oh, ew. Okay, so Filch takes Harry to his office. Nick tells Harry that Halloween is actually gonna be his 500th death day. He's holding a party and he wants Harry and his friends to come. Wow. A bunch of ghost horses burst into the room with headless horsemen riding them. Harry and his friends have just left nearly headless Nick's death day party, which was a bit of a wreck. Now I'm assuming they're heading back to their dorms or whatever. Wait, what? Bruh. Literally immediately after Harry and his friends ditched the party, Harry starts hearing voices in his head. He hears something whispering that he should rip, tear, and kill. This is how we're starting off. Are you kidding me? I guess we're getting to the juicy bits of the book. This voice is saying it's been so hungry for so long. What the heck is this? So right as Harry's telling Ron and Hermione to shut up and listen, the voice begins to fade. And it sounds like it's moving upwards in the castle while saying time to kill. What is this? Don't spoil it for me though. I do this all the time. Ask questions about a book or movie plot, but not wanting to hear any spoilers. I'm just the type of person that thinks out loud. So if you know what this is, don't spoil it for me. Because although I've seen the movie, it was ages ago and I barely remember a thing about it. So this is just like experience it for the first time again. Even though Ron was hoping to return to the Halloween feast, Harry tells his friends to follow him as he starts running upstairs following the voice. Damn, Harry's really hustling too. Whatever this is smelling blood. Harry fully believes whatever this thing is about to kill someone. But I'm just over here thinking, have Ron and Hermione actually heard the voice? Has anyone apart from Harry? Because if not, it's a bit awkward for Harry. Like, literally, if Harry's the only one hearing these voices, that's not a good look to other people. He's gonna seem like he's hallucinating. And he might well could be. There might not even be anything in the castle or whatever. Like, is he just imagining it or what? Oh, damn. Ron just admitted that he didn't hear a thing. What about Hermione though? This is so juicy. I don't know why I love the fact that Harry is the only one hearing this voice. He's running up staircase after staircase, 3 steps at a time, and apparently he's run around the whole 2nd floor. Meanwhile, poor Ron and Hermione are struggling to keep up. Do you know what I mean about like Harry seeming crazy to other people? Because if you came across someone who was telling you they are hearing voices, and those voices make them run around everywhere like crazy, what would you think? I don't know, maybe I'm exposing myself in this, because that's definitely what I think. What the heck? What is this book? Harry and his friends get to a certain corridor, and they notice something shining on the wall ahead of them. And then as they get closer, they realize that someone has written large writing on the wall in what looks like blood. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So the wall says, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware." Why did that give me chills? Bruh, that's... J.K. Rowling is so talented. Bruh. Because I actually have goosebumps now. This is actually the type of stuff I want to accomplish one day. Like, I want my writing to be so good that it evokes those kind of emotions in other people. I also want to be the type of writer who just sucks people into my book. Like, they cannot take their faces out of it. Absolute career goals. Anyway, what the heck does this mean? Because what exactly is the Chamber of Secrets? Enemies of the air, beware? Who is the air and who are these enemies? Gosh, I have so many questions. Wait, what? There's something else? So there's a large puddle of water on the floor, and Mrs. Norris is found hanging by her tail from a torch bracket. It says she's stiff as a board and her eyes were wide and staring. Don't tell me she's dead. But if she is, who put her there? She couldn't have done this to herself, right? Also, I feel like the water on the floor is like a clue, but I don't know how. I don't know what it's a clue for. The reason I think it's a clue is just because it was mentioned. There's kind of an unwritten rule when it comes to writing. Only mention important details that matter to the story. So the fact that this was mentioned makes me think it's something worth remembering, or it could just be to set the scene. Oh, okay, so Harry thinks that they should do something to help Mrs. Norris, even though it might be a bit too late. But Ron is like, nah, bruh, we do not want to be found. Stop. Right as he says that, hundreds of students leaving the Great Hall can be heard in the hallways. Why did the feast have to end now, of all times? Oh my days. All the students who attended the feast come across Harry, Ron and Hermione in front of Mrs. Norris. As they approach them, they all kind of come to a stop around them, which must look hella shady. Because what would you think if you came across that? This is like a crime scene. It looks like they just killed Mrs. Norris and put some graffiti on the wall. Amongst the crowd is Draco, and when he reads the message, he's like, "Enemies of the air, beware. You'll be next, mudbloods." Like, as if this wasn't bad enough. Oh my, and then it gets even worse. Because after Draco yells that, none other than Filch comes along. It says as soon as he saw Mrs. Norris, Filch fell back and clutched his face in horror. And of course, he accuses Harry of murdering his cat. And then Filch threatens to murder them. Oh, I don't know if I'd allow that. Does this count as grief? Grief makes people do crazy stuff. I don't think it justifies that though. Literal death threats. Right, okay. So Dumbledore and a bunch of other teachers come along, and Dumbledore instructs Filch, Harry, Ron, and Hermione to come to his office. Ugh. And then Lockhart pipes up and takes an opportunity to seem oh so helpful and nice. He offers his office for Dumbledore to use, and so that's where Dumbledore takes them. I don't get how Lockhart is so happy and cheerful when it's clear that Harry, Ron, and Hermione are about to have their asses handed to them. Like, he obviously enjoys drama. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. I love it. So when they step into Lockhart's office, there's this cute little detail that J.K. Rowling put. It said that as soon as all of them stepped in, all of Lockhart's portraits of himself try and dodge out of sight because they're all in dressing gowns and have rollers in their hair. They obviously don't have their full face on yet. Okay, so Dumbledore puts Mrs. Norris onto Lockhart's desk and begins examining her closely. McGonagall's also examining her, but meanwhile Snape is just in the background and it looks like he's trying to hold back a laugh, which is weird. Hella sus. Like he acting like he's guilty, but of course he's a teacher, so it's easy for him to get off the hook. Ooh, damn. So Lockhart thinks that Mrs. Norris was definitely killed by a curse, something like transfiguration torture. I'm sorry, but how does he know? Oh my days. And then he starts going on about how it's such a shame that he wasn't there when it happened because apparently he knows the perfect counter curse. Gosh, it's really not the time to be gassing yourself up. Like, come on, Lockhart. Mrs. Norris is described as looking as if she was stuffed. Like she's a piece of taxidermy. Oh damn, wait, what? Bruh. So after Dumbledore finishes examining her, he concludes that Mrs. Norris isn't dead. Then what the heck happened to her? Because I fully believed she was gone, bruh. Oh. Mrs. Norris has been petrified. Like, okay, I know that petrified means to be like terribly scared or something, but this is petrified with a capital P, okay? So it's probably something kind of different. Okay, so after Filch hears what Dumbledore says, he immediately assumes that Harry and his friends did it. However, Dumbledore shuts him down by saying no second year student could have done this. Like, damn, is it that advanced? I still think Filch is in the 5 stages of grief. He is still in that first stage, denial. Even after Dumbledore says that no second year could have done this, he insists that Harry and his friends did. And then he kind of rambles on and somehow gets to the subject of Harry finding out that he's a squib because he found that quick spell thing in his office. That's such a weird direction to take this. Harry tries to say that he doesn't even know what a squib is, like me. Brace yourself, Harry, because now Snape has decided to speak up. No way. Snape actually kind of defends Harry because he says that Harry and his friends may just have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. That was the last thing I expected him to say. Oh, then he ruins it. He also plays devil's advocate by bringing up questions such as why were Harry and his friends even there? You know, why weren't they at the Halloween feast? So Harry, Ron and Hermione all dive into explanation about how they went to the Death Day party, but that is not enough for Snape. He then asks why they didn't join the feast after the party and why they decided to go up to the 2nd floor corridor instead. Like, is he trying to catch them out on something? Great. So Harry improvises on the spot And since he doesn't want to tell the teachers about the voices he heard, he says that they were just tired instead. Oh no! Snape still persists about missing dinner, and Ron says that they weren't hungry exactly at the moment his stomach grumbled. Oh my gosh. Oh my days. So after Ron says that, Snape smirks and then says to Dumbledore, "I suggest Potter is not being entirely truthful." I just hate the way he talks. Like, so dramatic for what? Then Snape suggests that they take away Harry's privileges until he's ready to tell the truth. Like, this seems kind of patronizing, especially since Harry and his friends literally didn't do anything. I hate situations like this where you've been accused of something you didn't do, or something you've done gets misconstrued, but a whole bunch of people believe otherwise. Oh, thank you, McGonagall. Gosh, she actually defends Harry and says that there's no need to stop him playing Quidditch, especially because Snape has no evidence whatsoever that Harry and his friends have done anything. Okay, so it all comes down to Dumbledore. He takes one look at Harry with a twinkling light blue gaze. Innocent until proven guilty, Snape. Like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. However, after Dumbledore says that, Filch tries to argue against him. And he insists that Harry should have some type of punishment because his cat is petrified. But McGonagall tells Filch that they'll be able to cure Mrs. Norris with a simple potion. Bruh. Of course, Lockhart tries to intervene again just to show off. He offers to make the potion, but then Snape steps in and he's just like, "As far as I know, I'm the potion master at this school." Petty. Anyway, so after that, Dumbledore dismisses Harry, Ron and Hermione. They hear a clock strike midnight and decide to go back to their dorms. Anyway, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and the notification bell, a little kiss. And subscribe to become a Starlet. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr and Patreon. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye!